Alright, so today's lesson is gonna be on how to make your wind instruments sound more realistic. This could be anything from woodwinds to brass to anything of that sort. Okay, so let's get started. First, here I got this pattern. I did it on Sax Lab. Now this is like this is a decent sounding sax plugin. Okay, so check it out. Cool stuff, right? So what we're first gonna do is, of course, change the velocity. So let's do it. If you guys didn't notice, I already put like really short notes like this. Like, sorry for that sound. It'll keep on coming up because I'm using a trial version. Um, so like this will be a staccato, like a short, like da da do 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 do. All right, so we got the velocity done. Already sounds much better. Um, and the next thing we're gonna tweak is we're gonna try to tweak some of the pitch rates and all of that stuff. So let's go. All right, so right here, um, they have they have the pitch, the vibrato, whatever you want to say. So get to know your plugin, whatever you guys use, whether it's Contact, library or something. They'll have something to control, like the vibrations, the vibrato. So get used to that. Let's go. So and then all right, create automation. So generally when you blow an instrument, when you blow it, okay, don't get any sexual innuendos. When you blow it, near the end of it, it vibrates more. If you hear a realistic sound, the longer a note it vibrates on the end more because the the blower, the whoever is blowing the instrument is putting more energy behind it. So when I and then it starts to shake a little bit, in my diaphragm and all that stuff, right? So it's gonna come out in the instrument too. So generally, you're gonna have more vibrato. Actually, let's have it on a little bit on the longer notes. I'm just gonna do this really quick because yeah, I don't want to take up a whole shit ton of time on this tutorial. Ba, 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 ba. And then on certain parts, of course, you could just put it, for just extra effect purposes. Because sometimes a player would do that, just to put in an extra trill or extra vibrato somewhere. So use your ears. Like on the end note right here, they might put in a lot more. So sounds. Okay. Second thing we're gonna automate is going to be the overall pitch to this. Okay. And then so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to this fine tuning thing right here, and I'm gonna. All right, and then you ask me why we do this, okay? And the reason we do this is because when a person again blows on something, it's never exactly in pitch, depending on how strong they blow it, whether it's a trumpet or a saxophone or a clarinet. Those of you guys who have played wind instruments will know, or how soft you blow it. It's a little flat at times and a little strong at times. Another thing is if a person is blowing for a long time, they run out of breath. So the pitch goes down. So if I have a long note like this at the end, then obviously the pitch will go down near the end. So it'll be much more natural to do it like this. Maybe a little too much. So I'm gonna put it sharp in a little places, in some places, and then put it a little flat in some others. Normally when you blow from the beginning, like it goes up, the note goes up, right? Sorry for my badass example, but that's just how it is. So you're gonna try to recreate something. Sounds much more realistic now. Okay. Another thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna now automate the volume of it. Okay. And the general way I do it is I don't use the one inside here. I go here and then I add a fruity balance to it. Yeah. If you guys don't have the fruity balance, you probably need to do a plugin search. I think on Fruity FL like 12, like version 12 and afterwards is hidden, so you gotta bring it out. So gonna automate this. And the reason I automate this again is because simply, like I told you, when you blow an instrument, you can't be blowing hard all the time and soft all the time. Like when you have a long long note ringing out like this, obviously the pitch is gonna drop in the end, and also the volume is gonna drop near the end because you're running out of breath. So another thing is when you're blowing it from the beginning, sometimes you want to like woo, like up into it. You don't want to woo woo, like that all the time, right? Like it's the same as if you're singing. So we're trying to, recreate that. So if I take all of these off and listen to it again, and then you guys listen to it with it. Way more realistic, right? So this is some of the things that you could do, that's often overlooked. And obviously here I didn't do all the minute details and stuff. I would actually, let's say for example, cut a note out here near the end a little bit so that it'll give people breathing time, and then that'll make it more realistic. Another thing to note is like how where is it? Okay. I put up the swing parameter. So instead of that, it has to swing a little bit, like, because people are not exactly on the beat all the time. And swing thing only affects, 16th notes, so just make sure. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial and learned something. All right, show me your music, follow me on Facebook, whatever, all that shit. Peace out.